Hello peeps, and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. We're starting in the nether this time, because I want to show you something that I found. There's dimensional shard ore, and the nether. I actually picked up some of it before. It's very rare. You're not going to find it everywhere. But it is here. I've been exploring around in the nether, and in the overworld a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I didn't even see that there. I'm glad I decided to look a little bit. I have been exploring around a little bit in the nether and the overworld because I am on a hunt for something we're going to get into this episode. Not the dimensional shard ore, although now that's tempting because I've found enough of it. But we're going to go looking for the little buzzing bastard who's on my hotbar. We are going to start with bees. Because I can get lots of good stuff with bees. And, man, I'm just finding this stuff everywhere now that I'm not actually looking for it. Oh! What the shit was that? Was that a... I don't know. I don't know what that was. It sucked. Yeah, this place is dangerous. Forgot about that. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that we can get from bees, but it is a little bit of a pain in the ass to get there. Now, I do have Gendustry installed. We're going to be making some pretty heavy use of that, not only for bees, but for trees also. Let's go ahead and grab this nether hive while we're here. Make sure we have ourselves a good supply of bees that we can do shit with. Hey, fuck you. Daily reminder that my channel is not a kid's channel. Anyway. Let's head back home. And for some reason, I can warp home from the nether. And everything's perfectly fine. But if I try to warp home from the end, everything breaks. I don't get it. Let's walk in here and let this environmental controller pulse us and get us healing up. There we go. Just took a minute. Need to get started with magic too. Like, I've got the layout for all of that, and I got that big beautiful room there. But I've never actually done anything with it. Man, I got over a stack of those dimensional shards. That's nice. Let's go and pop all of this crap away. Oh, those are embittered. Nice. Anyway, in other news, if you happen to be a member of the Gold Scourge community on the forums, Gold Scourge just reset with Sky Factory 3. So, if you guys are looking to play on a Sky Factory map, feel free to join it. Still non-whitelisted, still open to the public. Just make sure you follow the rules. Anyway, let's get started with today's episode. For this, I'm going to want a few things. We're going to start off with a flux point. And some conduit. We can just use enhanced for this. We don't need the hardcore ender conduit for this. We're also probably going to want some item conduits, and we may want some fluid conduits. So we'll take some of that. I don't think I'll need the ender fluid conduits, because this is going to produce pretty slowly. We are, however, going to need to pick up some stuff from Gendustry. Most notably, we're going to need to start with the industrial apiaries. Industrial apiaries are sturdy casings from forestry, some sort of glass. It doesn't have to be orange stained glass, it's just accept any glass. Bronze gears, pistons, and a bee receptacle. Bee receptacle is bronze, glass panes, weighted pressure plates, and redstone. So let's make 5 of those to get 4 of those, I guess. I'm out of plates? I'm out of, yeah, glass panes. That's irritating. I'm also out of bronze, apparently. I am completely out of bronze. That's even more irritating. 1, 2, 3. Where's all my tin? 4. And what's going to cook this the fastest? It's going to be the alloy smelter. Or is it going to be... Well, that induction smelter isn't even fully upgraded yet, so let's do that. Where are my upgrades? There we are. We're on reinforced, so we need signalium. Which I don't have the cryothium for, but I can get that very easily. So I have shit tons of blaze powder, not blaze powder, blizz powder now. And I'll need an electrum gear. And that'll get me the signalium upgrade kit. And then I'm sure we'll need aluminum gear. And that should get me the resonant upgrade kit. So, yoink, yoink. And what augments do I have in this? Auxiliary receptions. Let's put 2 more auxiliary receptions in. So, a couple of redstone coils. A couple of auxiliary receptions. Augment, augment. Good. This is pretty fast. I'll give it that. I don't know if it's going to be as fast. So let's find out. To craft 4 bronze, looks like about 0,000. Looks like about 1.5 seconds to craft 4 bronze. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I am going to want to start changing all of this around. In an episode that's coming up soon, I'm actually going to rip all of this apart, and we're going to actually set up proper processing for all of my crap. I know, I said that like, what, 5 episodes ago? Maybe more? But I mean it, one of these days we're going to do it. Okay, Induction Smelter. Let's try you. About the same. Really. When you get down to it, it's about the same. That's using 300 RF a tick, this using 134 RF a tick. So, I feel like this is faster. Although... Wait, what? Well then, that's even faster. Okay, so screw all of that noise. Oh, this shows what I get for not checking recipes. Oh, the forestry recipe is enabled. Great. Okay, whatever. I mean, it's not the forestry recipe, it's a Unitict recipe, but still. That's what I get for not checking it. Anyway, so back to those bees, huh? The Industrial Apiary. It's going to require some bronze gears. You might have noticed, I have bronze gears able to be auto-crafted now. So we're just going to craft a stack of those things. And holy crap, that was fast. I can also craft pistons on demand. Go ahead and craft a stack of pistons. Go. And done. And sturdy casings. I'll craft 8 of those to start. So we're going to start with 8 of these industrial apiaries. I realize I only made enough for 5. I'm fixing it now. I fix. So, 8 industrial apiaries. We're also going to need a few more things. We're going to want to get... I'm not going to need any of the genetic crap immediately. But I will need some of these upgrades. First, we're going to start with... Where is it? Automation, humidifier, hell, desert, cooler, lifespan, seal. We're going to start with the light upgrades. Because the light upgrades... Well, first I guess we're going to start with the frames. Let's just make a shit ton of those gold nuggets, because we're going to need them. We're going to start with these light upgrades. Just make a bunch of blank upgrades for me, please. There, full stack up. That's not going to go to waste. I'll eventually use them. We're going to start out with a total of 8 of these. 1 for each apiary. Production upgrades, sieve upgrade, pollen scrubber, dryer, winter emulation, flowering, light, plains emulation, desert emulation, cooler, lifespan. We're going to want some lifespan upgrades too. Eventually. We'll also probably need seal upgrades. Although that needs beeswax, so we can't do that right away. Automation upgrades. We definitely want these. Automation upgrades allow the beehives to automatically restart themselves when the bees work through. It'll take one of the drones and pop it in with the queen, or the princess, to create the new queen. So we definitely want those. Winter emulation. The rest of this stuff is going to be dependent on the types of bees. Production upgrades are good for finished product bees. Open sky. We're going to need those, I think. Unless I do it outside. I could do this outside. How many upgrades can I put in this stupid thing? 4. So if I do internal lighting and rain, or can I just get away with? Can I get away? Let's find out. Let's do let's do an open sky upgrade. We'll do 1. And we'll just get a forest drone and a forest princess. So we're going to start out with the forest princess. And actually, let's see here. Do I want to do meadows for the drone? I think I do. So we're going to combine a forest princess and a meadows drone. And for right now, I'm just going to put the apiary down right here. We're going to plug this open sky in. No queen, no power. There's princess, there's the drone. Energy required, temperature cold. So we're on a cold temperature. Let's give this some power. Because normally I always do this outside. Okay, that's filled up. And the bees are breeding up. Too cold, not bright enough, no flowers. So, we would need a light upgrade. And it's too cold, so we'd need a heater upgrade. This is turning into a pain in the ass. How many heater upgrades is it going to take, though? That's going to be a good question. Let's try 1. Okay, that brought the temperature up to where it needs to be. The problem here is that I can only now install the automation upgrade. I can't install the anti-rain one. Or productions, or anything like that. So I think what we're actually going to do... I'm going to take this queen... I'm going to break this, I'm going to break this. And yeah, we're in an extreme hills biome. So I think I'm going to do this outside. Because right outside my front door is a magical forest biome. And this is a normal temperature. I just need to chop down some trees. But we'll also have flowers here, so this will be good. So, I'm just going to pop down all of my apiaries. Also going to dig under. We'll just dig a swath like that. Run some enhanced conduit under it. We'll pop our flux plug down here. Or flux point, rather. You are on my output. That'll charge this. That's a shimmer leaf flower. Nice. I had a massive frame drop when I looked at the shimmer leaf. I was checking to make sure that wasn't going to be a problem. Okay, let's pop our forest queen back in here. No flowers. What are these? What is that? That's a flower. Do you not like the tulips? Do you want daisies or dandelions? Is that what you're after? Is that a good enough flower for you? Really? Okay. This is kind of stupid. Oh, now we got it. They just had to scan the area, I guess. Okay, so automation upgrade is installed here. We're going to put a light upgrade in, because the light upgrade is going to let the thing run during the night. It'll run 24/7. We're also going to want to put a seal upgrade in this one. Actually, we're going to want to put seal upgrades in all of them if we're doing it outside. So I don't have the capability yet. It does exist in the pack, I'm pretty sure, but I don't have the capability yet to shut the rain off. So, oh, I can't do seal upgrades because I need the beeswax, that's right. What I can do is I can get lifespan upgrades. Fermented spider eyes, mushrooms, spider eyes, and sugar. Really? Just give me a shit ton of these things, please. I'm gonna have to get spiders. I'm gonna need to get a spider spawner going. That's not great. Let's see here. We're gonna need a mutagen producer, which means we need a mutagen tank. Let's toss that in there. We need a hopper, sturdy casing. I think I already have hoppers. The power modules I actually have auto-craftable now. So we'll just craft a bunch of power modules. I know I'm going to need them. And let's see, what do I still need? I still need the sturdy casing and a couple of bronze gears. Sure, why not? We'll just craft 16 of you, I guess. No. Just do 20. And there's our mutagen producer. The Mutatron, I'm actually going to want to turn into an advanced Mutatron. So, we'll need the base Mutatron first. 3 bee receptacles. Get you. And actually, you know, it occurs to me that with the advanced mutatron and enough mutagen, I don't even need to go through the standard bee breeding. I'll still kind of do it anyway, just to show you how it works, but another thing that has occurred to me is I'm going to have to chunk load this area in order to keep these running. So I need to come out here and claim this. Where am I at? There, there, there. There, there, there. We're going to chunk load all that. If I fly out this way, map, please. Okay, now we're in my team's map. You shithead. See how you like the light of day, asshole. Also, there's trees up here that need to go away. Like, I don't care about most of the trees. These big ones, they kind of need to die. This might be best done off camera. Because these trees are going to be irritating as hell, I'm sure. I don't have the overpowered axe of the stream yet. I think the draconic axe does it too. I'm not sure. Just go ahead and kill this tree at least. Yeah, these trees are all monstrous. I'll deal with them off camera. Okay. You are going to get 4 lifespan upgrades. What lifespan upgrades do is it does exactly the opposite of what you would think it would based on the name. It reduces their lifespan by 33%. Now, that's not additive. That is multiplicative. So, if they start with a lifespan of 100, the first one's going to reduce it to 66. It'll reduce it by 1/3. The next one will reduce the 66 by 1/3, and then it'll reduce that by 1/3, and then that by 1/3. So by the time you're done with it, I think it works out to about 15%. I'm not sure, I'd have to do the math, but you saw how much it ticked on this. So it gets the job done real fast. I could just put this in a bee house and skip the rain upgrade. But, whatever. We'll come back to it. Because that's kind of the dumb way to do this anyway, now that I'm actually remembering the mod. What we actually want is the advanced mutatron. And I'll show you why once I get it and have a chance to actually do something with it. So we need the regular mutatron. We need a genetics processor. We're actually going to need 3 of these. We'll need power modules, which I already have. So that should get us the mutatron. What are we missing? We're missing a mutagen tank. And a bronze ingot? No, we're not missing the bronze ingot. Oh no, we're missing the sturdy casing. Mutatron. Thank you. Now to upgrade that to the advanced version, we just need a couple of bronze gears, power module, some nether quartz, and there we go. That's easy. We're eventually going to need a genetic sampler and a genetic imprinter. We're going to start with the sampler, I think. We won't need the imprinter right away. So another genetics processor. Power module, another B receptacle. Those things are going to be annoying, I can tell. Screw it. Genetic sampler. Almost get. Need the casing. And genetic sampler get. I'm also going to want to get some glowstone blocks. Fly back out. Alright. I'm going to run a power line over here. Maybe I'm not going to run a power line over here because I threw my power lines up. Whatever. Fine. Fine. I'm probably eventually going to move this into a house anyway. I think I want it in a bee house. That way I don't have to worry about the rain module. Cobblestone dirt. Thank you. Just fill this in too. And wipe this out. Alright. So, starting with the advanced mutatron, we're going to put that right here. The mutagen producer, we're going to put right here. And the genetic sampler, we're going to put right here. Now, this is going to start powering up. This thing eats 1.6 million RF. You notice it has a tank on it. Well, that tank is for mutagen. This thing holds 5 million RF. So it uses a lot. Mutagen. How do we get mutagen? Bottler, squeezer, and fluid tank. So we got no recipes for the mutagen. Great. I happen to know that glowstone will produce mutagen. So we'll throw some glowstone in there and we'll let this thing start cooking. We're also going to need a way to get this into our mutatron. That's what the fluid conduit's for. Extract, always active. You are going to insert. The genetic sampler takes 1 million. And you notice it's got those 2 slots up there. Well, those 2 slots require a couple of things to be plugged into it. Let's come back over here and you notice we've got meadows drones that are unknown genome and some honeycombs here. We've got a common queen. So what it did was it took the princess from the last one and combined it with a drone, and it got a common. Now, if I was actually doing selective bee breeding the old-fashioned way, I probably wouldn't want the automation upgrade in that thing. But I'm going to want it, and I'll show you why in a bit. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to grab a forest princess. Pristine. We'll grab the ignoble stock. And we're going to want a meadows. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab a meadows princess and a forest drone. We'll kill that, and then we need to get some of this genetics labware. So we're going to make a bunch of glass panes, and then we're going to get a stack of genetics labware. We're also going to need some of these blank gene samples. So we're just going to grab a stack of them while we're at it. Then actually we're going to need a furnace. Powered furnace. Extra utilities 2 furnace. You know what? Those things are pretty cheap. I'll just make an extra utilities 2 furnace. Do I have any clay? I do. I just haven't turned it into bricks. I'll fix that. Guess I could have used the resourceful furnace, but we'll use the EU2 one. I want to sleep at night. Up we go. Alright, coming in for our landing, and the genetic sampler gets the labware and the blank gene samples. This thing now has 4,800 millibuckets of mutagen. And this thing is still burning up more to get me more. The way this thing works is if you take 2 bees and you put it in there, it will tell you what you can get from them. If I were to put a meadows and a forest, if I were to put 2 a meadows bee and a meadows bee in here, it would probably just laugh at me, because the only thing you're really going to get out of that is a meadows bee. So why bother using the mutatron? In this case, though, I want the common. So we're going to select the common queen, and then this also requires some of this genetics labware. I forgot. So we'll toss that in there, and that is going to eat the bees, use a piece of labware, light up, and we've got a common queen. Now, the nice thing about this is that this is a purebred common queen. So, there is none of that, oh, well, what is its crossbreed thing? No, it's a common queen. Whereas if I pull all of these bees out, and we run those through a beealyzer, which I can't do right at the moment because I don't have enough honeycomb. I also don't have it centrifuged. But if I were to run those bees through, who knows what I would get. Let's run this common queen through. That's going to give us purebred common bees. We'll run back down through here and create a centrifuge and a beealyzer so that I can start actually analyzing results. We'll also get the honeycomb out of here. I've got a frozen and a couple of parched too. I don't care about those really. Centrifuge. Is there a faster way to do these honeycombs than using that centrifuge? Like, is there multiple? Centrifugal separator. Centrifugal separator. How does that work? Or does it work? Because it doesn't seem like it really wants to work. Let's do a machine frame. Sure, I'll want one eventually. Redstone reception. Copper gears. Bronze, and we just need a compass on top. No bronze? Oh, that's Constantan, not bronze. Constantan is Induction smelt. Copper and nickel. Let's do some of that real quick. We only need the 2 to get started. Okay, there's our centrifugal separator. For the moment, let's just plug him in, I guess. We're really running out of room to plug shit in on this clusterfuck network. We'll just plug it in there to see if this even works. Well, it does work. Or at least it processes, and it gives beeswax. But the question for me becomes, is it going to give honey? Because I don't care about the beeswax. I care about the honeycomb, or the honey drops. And so far, it's only given me 1 honey drop out of 5. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's try the centrifuge and see if that works better. So we just need a sturdy casing. And that's got that. This thing I'm just going to plug in right there for the moment. Screw it. We'll toss that in there and we'll see if this is going to give us any better results. I suspect it will. It takes a little longer to process. But yeah, we got a honey drop right away. And the honey drop is what I'm really after. Forgot they changed it to the portable analyzer. That takes a carpenter, though. I don't feel like setting up a carpenter at the moment. Especially since I've only got like 2 minutes left in the episode anyway. But. What we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to go down here. We're going to sleep. Second, we're going to come over here, we're going to get 4 more lifespan upgrades. Third is we're going to fly up here. And if we take a look in here, we've got a bunch of common drones now. We're going to take one of those common drones, and in our mutagen, we're going to combine that with Forest Queen? Meadows. Oh, I didn't grab the... I need another queen. We'll just throw all these stupid bees in here for now. Princess. That's what we need. So, what do I have for princesses? I have a pristine stock forest princess. I'm going to take that. So I want these bees that I'm working on right now to be pristine stock. Pristine stock means that the bee will never die due to genetic decay, unless some other outside effect makes that happen. An ignoble bee has a chance of dying basically whenever you put the thing in a beehive and it finishes a life cycle. There's a chance that it can die. And I don't want my bees to die. I want them to die faster, but I don't want them to die completely. In the Mutatron, we're going to toss this Forest Princess and this Common Drone. That's going to get us the Cultivated Queen. She is going to go right in here. And we'll put one of you in there. I'm actually just going to go through and put all of these in, because I'm going to want these in every one of these apiaries. The rest of the stuff is up for debate. But that's got us cultivated bees going now. They're happy, they're buzzing along. These ones don't damage me, so I don't have to worry about wearing apiary gear or anything right now, which is fine by me. I hate wearing apiary gear. But let's just hang out here for a second and see how far. Yeah, see, 50%. One lifespan tick, 50% dead. So, yikes. Anyway, I think that's a good point to stop for right now. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been Nightdagger with episode... Crap, what was this? 25? I don't even remember. Episode something of Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. When we come back next time, we'll probably get some more bee stuff going on, and then I've got a few more projects in the base that I want to get started, and then at some point I need to get started on magic. Because I've got several different magic mods installed in here, and really I've barely dabbled in any of them. I think it's about time we change that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later, peeps.